Far beyond the clouds that drift above the mountains and oceans of Earth, there exists a quiet awareness that many people never notice. It is not a sound or a light that can easily be seen. Instead, it is a gentle feeling, like a memory hidden deep inside the heart. Some call this feeling a calling. For years, many souls on Earth have carried this quiet calling within them. They move through their lives like everyone else, working, learning, caring for their families, and facing the ordinary struggles of the world. Yet something inside them whispers that their story is larger than what they see. These souls are often called Starseeds of Gaia. They are not different in appearance, nor do they live separate lives. But their hearts hold a deeper awareness, one connected to the stars and the living spirit of Earth itself. And far beyond Earth, in the gentle glow of distant star systems, a council of wise beings has been watching. These beings are known as the Pleiadians. For a very long time, the Pleiadians observe humanity with patience. They watch civilizations rise and fall, watch people struggle with fear, conflict, and uncertainty. Yet they also saw kindness, courage, and hope shining through even the darkest moments. Among all humans, the starseeds were especially important. Long ago, before many of them were even born on Earth, these souls agreed to take part in a quiet mission. They would come to Gaia during a time of great transformation. They would live as ordinary people, but deep inside them would remain a spark of cosmic awareness. The council believed they understood how this mission would unfold, but something happened that they did not expect. It began slowly. Across cities, forests, deserts, and villages, starseeds began to awaken, not through dramatic events or sudden miracles, but through small moments of realization. One starseed might be walking beneath the night sky when suddenly the stars feel familiar. Another might feel a deep connection to the forests, oceans, or mountains of Earth, as if the planet itself is speaking. Some awaken through compassion, discovering a powerful desire to help others and bring peace wherever they go. None of these awakenings looked extraordinary from the outside. Yet within the spiritual field of Earth, something remarkable was happening. The starseeds were remembering who they truly were. High above the physical world, the Pleiadian Council gathered in a chamber of shimmering light. Streams of energy flowed through the room like quiet rivers, carrying information from every corner of the galaxy. One of the council members spoke first. Earth is changing faster than expected. Another responded, studying the patterns of energy surrounding the planet. Yes, but the change is not coming from us. A third member stepped forward. It is coming from them. Images appeared in the chamber, millions of small moments across Earth. A person offering comfort to someone in pain. A stranger helping another without expecting anything in return. A quiet soul choosing kindness even when anger would be easier. Individually, these moments seem small. Together, they form something powerful. The council watched as waves of compassion, courage, and awareness began spreading through the collective energy of Gaia. And then one of the elders spoke softly. The starseeds are not simply remembering. They are evolving. This realization surprised the council. When the mission began, the plan was simple. Starseeds would help guide humanity through a gradual awakening. They would gently remind others that love, unity, and respect for the planet were essential for the future. But what the council was witnessing now was far greater. Instead of waiting for guidance from the stars, the starseeds were creating change themselves. They were inspiring others. They were forming communities. They were choosing hope even during difficult times. And most importantly, they were rediscovering the deep connection between humanity and Gaia. One council member studied the energy fields surrounding Earth. The planet is responding to them. Indeed, Gaia itself seemed to awaken alongside the starseeds. Forests whispered with renewed life. Oceans carried stronger rhythms. Even the winds seemed to move with a deeper harmony. The bond between humanity and Earth was growing stronger. Another council member spoke thoughtfully. We believed they would follow the guidance we sent. But instead, another replied, they have become the guidance. Silence filled the chamber. For the first time since the mission began, the council realized something extraordinary. The starseeds no longer needed to be reminded of their purpose. They were living it. Back on Earth, most starseeds did not realize the cosmic attention they were receiving. Their lives continued in simple ways. Some worked as teachers, sharing wisdom and patience with younger generations. Some cared for the natural world, protecting forests, animals, and oceans. Others simply offered kindness wherever they went, helping friends, family, and even strangers find strength during difficult times. These actions did not feel like a grand mission. They felt like ordinary choices, but the truth was far greater. Every act of kindness created a ripple. Every moment of compassion strengthened the energy of Gaia. And every starseed who chose courage instead of fear helped humanity move closer to a brighter future. The council continued watching. One evening, as Earth rotated beneath a blanket of stars, something remarkable happened. A wave of collective awareness spread quietly across the planet. Many people felt it without understanding what it was. A sense of calm, a feeling that the future might hold more hope than they once believed. At that moment, one of the council elders stood and addressed the others. "This is the truth we must reveal." The chamber grew still. "For centuries we believed humanity needed guidance from the stars," the elder continued. "But the starseeds have shown us something different." Another council member asked, "And what is that?" The elder smiled gently. "That the greatest power does not come from distant civilizations. It comes from the heart of those who choose compassion, courage, and unity." Images of Earth fill the chamber again. Millions of lives, millions of stories, each one connected by invisible threads of shared existence. "The Starseeds of Gaia," the elder said, "have become something greater than we expected. They have become leaders of their own awakening." And so the council made a decision. Instead of directing humanity's path, they would step back and simply observe with respect. The future of Earth would not be controlled by distant stars. It would be shaped by the choices of those living upon it, the starseeds. And perhaps the most beautiful part of this story is that many starseeds still believe they are ordinary people. They do not see themselves as cosmic travelers or spiritual guides. They simply try to live with kindness, honesty, and courage. Yet these simple choices are exactly what the universe values most. Because every time someone chooses understanding instead of anger, every time someone helps another person rise after falling, every time someone protects the beauty of Earth, the light of Gaia grows stronger. The Pleiadian Council now watches with a different perspective, not as teachers, but as witnesses to a remarkable transformation. Humanity is discovering its own strength. And the starseeds, those quiet souls who once felt lost or different, are beginning to understand something important. They were never alone. Their connection to the stars was always real. But their greatest power was never meant to come from distant galaxies. It was meant to awaken within their own hearts. And now that awakening has begun. Across the world, more and more people feel the same quiet calling. A feeling that kindness matters,